Our story begins with a fundamental shift from chasing herds to tending seeds. Imagine a young farmer on a riverbank pressing wet soil around a stalk of barley. This single act chained human time to the seasons, and in doing so, remade our world. Agriculture fed more mouths, but it also gave rise to storage, ownership, and inequality. Villages swelled into towns, and along the fertile banks of the Tigris, the Nile, and the Indus, the first great cities were born. With cities came complexity. In Mesopotamia, a reed stylus scratches laws onto wet clay. Along the Nile, calendars track the floods, allowing rulers to tax, conscript, and build. Writing fixed memory, and for the first time, history could be recorded. To manage these new societies, a shared sense of order was needed, a shared meaning. On a forested ridge, a bell calls monks to prayer. By a broad river, a priest lights a sacred fire. Hinduism and Buddhism offered paths through suffering, shaping the ethics of empires. To the west, other traditions linked law to a single powerful faith. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam spoke of one God, a covenant, and salvation, weaving together the lives of city dwellers and desert nomads. These beliefs did not stay put. They traveled with merchants and pilgrims, their stories echoing in the bells of a caravan crossing the dunes, their scriptures carried on ships leaning into the monsoon. The Silk Roads, the Indian Ocean trade winds, and the trans-Saharan routes became the world's first great networks, moving not just silk and spices, but ideas, technologies, and people. A brush inking paper, a magnetized needle finding north, a fuse hissing toward a charge of gunpowder. These innovations reshaped commerce and conflict. But this new connectivity had a price. Around 1350, the Black Death swept across the trade routes, a devastating reminder of how interconnected the world had become. Then, new ships made that network truly global. Caravels pushed past familiar coasts into the vast, unknown swells of the Atlantic. Around the year 1500, oceanic voyages connected the Americas to Afro-Eurasia, triggering the Columbian Exchange. Maize, horses, silver, and microbes flowed in both directions, remaking economies, diets, and populations on a scale never seen before. This global exchange fueled a new kind of power. In a fog-shrouded Manchester of the early 19th century, a steam whistle shrieks. Under gaslight, a child threads cotton as the factory floor trembles. The Industrial Revolution had begun. Engines turned coal into motion, and a world of factories, railways, and finance was born. As industry reshaped the landscape, new ideas about rights and citizenship sparked the American and French revolutions. Nationalism promised belonging, but it also drew new, often violent borders. The 20th century saw these forces collide. Two world wars devastated continents, fueled by competing ideologies: fascism, communism, and liberal democracy. A long Cold War held the world in a tense standoff, even as decolonization gave birth to new nations. Today, globalization and the information revolution connect us in real time. The news on your screen follows patterns set by ancient empires and old trade routes. The descendant of that first farmer may now ride a bus to a city school, learning code instead of how to read the seasons. Our most modern dilemmas, from managing pandemics to programming artificial intelligence, rest on the foundation of these old bargains. And the central question remains: can our clever engines and ancient wisdom combine to serve a living planet?